Welcome to the vlog, you guys. I'm sure you can tell by the title, this pretty exciting vlog because we're gonna go test drive some cars. I just feel like this time around I want to do it right and explore all my options, because last time when I bought my car, you guys know, or maybe you don't know, I have a BMW X3. It's a 2015 and I bought it in 2017. Yeah, that sounds right. My friend's mom had one that I was obsessed with and I'm like, yep, that's my first car. That's the car I want to buy. And so I went and got it. The next day there was no like test driving other cars or other research, and I really wish that I had done that. Actually, wait, maybe I got my car in 2018 because I've had it for 3 years now. I finally paid it off earlier this year, so it's been so nice to not have a car payment. So I kind of like don't want to get a new car because I don't want to have a car payment again. But I've driven so much, you guys. I actually almost have 100,000 miles. I feel like Coco, my current BMW, had so many issues at the beginning of this year. She literally was in the shop like once a month, and it's just so expensive to maintain. I know like any luxury car is, though. I don't know, I just kind of wanted to see what's out there, keep my options open. I'm open to leasing or buying. Since I bought my current car, I just remember at the time everyone being like, buying is a way better decision financially, you should totally buy. And so I just did without really looking into it. But now I honestly feel like I could be such a good candidate for leasing because I really like the idea of a new car every 3 years. So basically I have no idea what car I want to end up with. Like, obviously I don't need one. I just feel like Coco started to give me some issues, so maybe it would be a good time to get rid of her. And right now I know is such a good time to get rid of your used car since there's such a shortage of used cars. So I've just kind of been thinking about it. I don't even have like a brand in mind of car that I want. I don't think I would get another BMW just because why not try something new, and I just had a BMW for 3 years. I guess size wise I wouldn't want to go smaller because I really like the size of my X3. I almost feel like I could do like an X5 size or X7, like go bigger. But I also have this fear of feeling like I'm driving a bus. Like I personally would not want a Tahoe. Max really wants a Tahoe. I think that will be his next car. So I actually think that's gonna be our first stop today, is to go to Chevy and test drive a Tahoe. Maybe more for Max instead of me, but I'm sure I'll drive it for fun anyway. So we shall see. I'm already like nervous and feeling overwhelmed, and cars are just so expensive and like really big decisions. I literally want to go to all the dealerships and test drive like as much as I possibly can just to see all my options. But bring you guys along, we'll see how it goes. And now I want to show you my outfit. Obviously very simple but cute and cozy. This knit hoodie is just from Kane. These shorts were actually my mom's Levi's jeans back in the day that I cut off, and they're just like so comfy and go with everything. And then my nude little flip-flop are from the brand Teeks. Just wanted to shout out Kane for sponsoring this video. Thank you so much for working with me. I'm obsessed with the Kane brand. Literally everything about them, their aesthetic is just goals. And so this is actually the cashmere fisherman hoodie. It's like insanely high quality, so dang soft. I know this is just a piece I will literally keep forever. I can dress it up, I can dress it down. It's just so cozy. It goes with like everything in my closet, and I'm obsessed with this oatmeal color. This is definitely my favorite color to wear, and honestly just the color I feel the most comfortable in. And actually how I found out about Kane, it was probably like 2 years ago. Their iconic cashmere cocoon cardigan, if you guys have seen that, I actually have that in the same oatmeal color as this fisherman hoodie. I can insert a picture of me wearing it right here. That's one of my favorite pictures of me because I just feel like I'm thriving. These really are just pieces you're going to want to put on every day. They are so cozy and so nice. So if you guys haven't shopped on Kane before, if you haven't heard of them, that's just JENNIKAYNE.com. And I know I actually have a promo code for you guys. So you can use promo code Gretchen. You'll get 15% off your first order. And some of you may not know, but the pillows I bought, like the decorative pillows on my bed, are actually also from Kane. Brody. Is this why my pillows get all crushed? Huh. Needs to be the star of the show. But yeah, all of these 5 pillows are just from Kane. And I remember when I got them looking so many different places, and I just could not find any other pillows that were the right like dimensions, in this really nice like beige natural color and a white. These are real linen, so they are again just insane quality. I just love investing in really nice high quality pieces that I know I will keep forever. I couldn't say enough good things, you guys. Kane is just my go-to for all things comfortable and stylish and timeless. And when I was in Laguna in May, I actually went went to Newport where the Jenny Kane store was, and I was in heaven. Like I said, the aesthetic is just it. You need to go on their website, go to a store if there's one near you. Again, you guys can use my code Gretchen for 15% off your first Jenny Kane order. And now I'll actually insert footage from a couple of days ago. Max and I went to Range Rover. I just got footage on my phone because it just didn't feel like me. It didn't feel right.
What do we think?
Do you see me in this? Like, I don't know.
Seems a little too high tech
Like
for you.
Yes. Like, I don't need all that.
Huh.
And I said, does it feel like, is it gonna feel like I'm driving a bus? And he's like, no, I feel like I'm driving a bus.
Yes.
Like, it feels huge. I mean, I know it's bigger than my current car, but I'm like thinking this is too big for me. Like, I don't really think a Range is it for me. And there's like TVs in the back. Like,
yeah, that seems a little excessive
like
for
too much going on.
For Brody back there.
Yeah, he doesn't care what show's playing. And my massage seat is going.
It's great. That is great.
The mini fridge is in here.
I do need the air back on.
Like, I don't know. I think this is really pretty though. Like the light and the black, and like it's so pretty.
Yeah, it is very nice.
But yeah, I don't know. Max's turn. You guys, look at this girl. Like, this is too much for me, I think. I just literally want to test drive everything because I want to do it right this time, not like when I got my last car. And this reminds me of a Tesla. It's just like, it's like too high. Like, I feel like a grandma. I don't know, but obviously it's very pretty, very luxurious and all that.
You can fit a water bottle in here, can you?
Maybe like mini ones. Okay, the mini fridge is freezing cold, but yeah, it's kind of little.
I would just put in little pints of Ben and Jerry's in there.
Huh.
You want to ride in the back?
Should I? You'll be like my Uber?
I'll put on my suit.
What suit?
Like I'm a driver.
Oh, like okay, this is so weird to me. This is the gear shift. Like, what is going on? Now I miss Coco. I can't believe they just like let you take it for a spin. Doesn't that seem like the biggest like liability ever? Maybe I shouldn't be saying that as we're still here. But like, I can't believe they just trust me because I have a license that I'm not gonna mess it up, you know? Yeah, see, you like driving a big car, but I don't, like, I could get used to it, but I like the feel of smaller cars. This is me. I like driving smaller cars. Like, I like how it drives or how it feels when I'm driving, but I like a big car because it can, like, fit so much stuff in it. So that's why I feel like a medium one is good for me, like Coco size, because it doesn't feel too big, but it still has room, but this feels too big. But you like this size?
I do.
If you're wondering, this is the 2021, I think just full-size Range Rover, he was saying. Yeah. Westminster. Whatever that means. I'm overwhelmed.
We're heading back.
Guys, look at how many miles are on it.
And we just put 4 of them on.
19. Yeah, it started at 15. We were just saying how these are like, I don't know. I don't like it. I get it, like if you have kids, but they annoy me. I missed Coco really bad. I'm like, Coco girl, I'm so sorry I betrayed you. I'm looking at another girl. Like, I just like, well, I'm sure anything would feel weird at first because it's a difference, but I'm just so used to all of this. Yeah. Like, a touchscreen seems hard. Like, I could do all of this while driving with my eyes closed. Do you know what I mean? Because it's all like buttons and I'm just like used to it. And I'm like, yeah, all that money sounds like ridiculous. And then we are off to Chevrolet, I think, first to test drive a Tahoe, hopefully. Okay.
Here's your personalized car I just got for you.
Guys, look at it.
Personalized and everything.
Okay, so many people DM me about the Mercedes GLBs. Okay, so we went to Chevy, long story short, no Tahoes available. So now we're at Mercedes. This one seems too little. Oh, wow. Now we're at Target. I just looked at the one little tiny clip I got at Mercedes Porsche. And yeah, that didn't depict what our experience was at all. Okay, so first we went to Chevy, which is down the road a little bit. And shocker, everyone knows there is like such a shortage of, I mean, every car right now, not even just used cars, but I feel like
everything.
The dealerships aren't getting the new ones as much as they used to, and so there's like no cars available to test drive, because like when they get them in, they're already sold and gone. And that was wishful thinking. That I had this like vision of us going to Chevy, you driving, me in the passenger seat, because ever since we rented the one at Enterprise to pick up our dresser, I was like obsessed. And nice, we went and got ice cream, and I was just like, I love this car and want to probably not drive it because it seems too big and like a bus for me, but I want to be in the passenger seat because it's like so comfy and just feels like an Uber Black, like I don't know. So I was excited for that, but then obviously we couldn't because there was nothing. So then went down the street to Mercedes and Porsche. I thought I was gonna, we kept talking about test driving a Mercedes, but then I ended up test driving a Porsche. Got zero footage because I was test driving, but also the car salesman, as I said, came with us, and so we were like chatting with him the whole time, so I wasn't like vlogging or anything. I think I took a picture I can insert right here of the Cayenne that I test drove, and I really loved it. Like I really did, but I know it's because it's like very similar size to this. It's like the Porsche version of this car. I feel like. Yeah, maybe it was a little bigger. You think?
I think he said it was more like the X5.
I know, but I like don't, I almost feel like this is bigger. Or, well, the shapes are kind of different, like how it looks on the outside is, I don't know.
It felt a little bigger than this one,
You think?
I think so.
But then, see, whenever I get back in my car, I'm like, like I love my car.
Maybe you're not ready to
and
give
I'm
her
just
up.
so used to it. But we went on the longest test drive at Porsche. Like we're both, I feel like just so brain dead. Like right now we're so tired. It's so exhausting and like overwhelming. Like we have this model here and that model there, and you like that color, but this style, and all of these are sold out, and this one you could be on a wait list, and you don't want that one, you know what I mean? Like there's just like so many options, and it's like so overwhelming. So I didn't even end up test driving a Mercedes because we were there for 2 hours just like talking about all the different Mercedes options, all the different Porsche options. There's like barely anything available. It seems like if you need a new car right now, you like almost can't be picky, or you would have to like wait a while. So luckily we like have cars that are so fine, and I just worry that after all of this I'm gonna end up being like, I think I'll just keep go because I'm just like used to her and love her, and she is great. And like I'll compare other cars and be like, oh, but I like how mine does this better, or like the gear shift I love in the BMW, and so like any other car, like in the Range Rover, I'm like, ooh, this is weird, or even in the Porsche I'm like, okay, this is kind of weird. Like I just like it. See how you can tell in this one which gear you're in, and in the Porsche you couldn't even tell.
Showed you up there, but
yeah, and that's the other thing. I'd have to like relearn a whole new car and all the different things, and like I don't want to do that. I'm so used to my car.
A trusty CD player in here.
Oh my god, do I have a CD player? Wow, my car's like vintage.
You didn't know that?
No, I literally did not know. I have never seen that, I swear to god. Guys, look at it. What the heck? Since when? Because I'm just looking up here always. I want to, but see, I feel like I don't even need a test drive an Audi because I just know that I love the way they feel like yours. Can I be honest? Love the Porsche. I felt so comfortable in it. We literally went on probably a 45-minute test drive. We were like driving through all these fun neighborhoods, whatever, and it was really fun. But, and I felt really comfortable in that car. I feel like the feel of it and like the size, but I just, I'm obsessed with the way, maybe it's your car in specific, the Audi drives. Like it felt even smoother and nicer than the Porsche. And this is like a 2021 blah 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 whatever.
Then maybe you would like that Macan, because it's like a little smaller and zippier.
Yeah, I just like love the way your car feels. I'm gonna end up with Max's car, basically.
I like that idea.
Max is like, please take mine.
I'll sell it to you for the low price.
He's like, please take my car so I can get a new one. And I'm always like, no, but now any car I drive, I'm like, I like the way Max's car feels better.
Yeah.
It just, yeah, yours honestly feels like smoother. But no, that felt way better than the Range Rover. To me, the Range Rover feels like crap. Not crap. I don't even know. Do you know what I mean? How it felt like when you drove it, what did you think? Like it felt kind of like
what, the Range Rover?
Jerky, not jerky, like
no, it just kind of feels like a truck. It's like
which he was saying it's like the same sort of like setup.
Which I'm sure the Tahoe is kind of gonna feel like, but
I'm sure like any huge car. I just feel like the huge car isn't for me.
But I like it because it's like I feel like it's comfortable. Like,
yes.
I can like
the
spread
seats,
out.
Yeah.
I got a lot of room.
Like I want you to have one so I can be in it, but I don't want to drive one like that. Like I don't think I would want to go.
Like I can't stand my car right now because anytime we go anywhere, it's like, all right, seats down, cage, golf bag, like whatever.
Brody's crate takes up the whole thing.
Can't even see out the back. Like
yes,
I know. Don't like doing that.
That's why we want you to have the big car for when we like go to the Cape or go to Albany. Yeah. Like imagine a Tahoe not having to fold down any seats, literally just putting everything in the trunk. It fits perfectly, stress-free. But then now our cars are the same size where we're like, okay, we have to puzzle piece everything in.
I know.
Like literally you have to pack it perfectly or it won't fit. But I like this size of car. Like I wouldn't want to go much bigger than like Q7, X5 type of size, I don't think. Anyway, that was our test drive today. We're tired and we're going into Target.
Let's go run in, do
and
our errands,
getting our quick thing. And then watching F1 and laying down. It's way later. Can I be so honest with you guys? I just edited through this whole video and what's very apparent to me is that I had this like magical idea of getting a new car that I totally just romanticized in my head, and then in reality after test driving literally only 2 cars, I'm like, I love my car and I don't want to get rid of it. And Max is like, every day you're more and more like your mother. I feel like my mother right now, who is so resistant to change in certain ways, and sort of not resistant to change, sort of just like stuck in their ways, like used to things how they are. And she had the oldest car, got a, I'm like going on a tangent now, but she got a brand new really nice Jeep Grand Cherokee. Literally just didn't like it, wasn't used to it. Now it's kind of like Lucy's car and she got a different one that's like older that she's more like comfortable with. So I feel like her, because I'm like resistant to these new fangled bells and whistles. And I think I cut it out because I was like going on a tangent, but I was basically saying how I thought I wanted all the bells and whistles, and then I test drove all the bells and whistles, like especially that Range Rover that's like over $100,000. I'm like, what the? And I'm like, I don't even want that. And actually it kind of annoys me. Like I don't like it. It's in the way and confusing, and I don't know. I'm like so cynical about new cars now. And I didn't want to say in this video, like I was treading very lightly. Obviously I don't want to like talk crap about anyone or like have the sales people that were showing us the cars like they see my video. But honestly, I always say like I would say something to someone if I would say it to their face. Do you know what I mean? And I'm just gonna be completely honest. I felt like our experiences were just like a little, I don't know, I thought they would be, maybe it's because I'm young, like I wasn't like taken seriously. No, I was taken seriously. Obviously we were going on test drives, but I just felt like it was a little, I don't know, I don't want to be mean, I don't know, I'll just say it. I don't want to be rude. I feel like I'm coming off so rude. I felt like the people that were helping me were a little unprofessional in the way that they weren't really asking about like what car I was looking for, answering questions. Maybe this is just because right now it's like so overwhelming, I'm sure, and there's like no cars available, so there's not much they can do anyway. But I felt like both people I spoke with sort of were just telling me their life story and talking about themselves, which is like totally fine. I'm so chatty, like I can chat all day long, but I just felt like there wasn't really any progress being made about like looking in my car search, or I felt like they weren't even asking like what I wanted or what I was looking for, because it would have been helpful to like talk through it with someone and narrow it down and then be like, no, you want this model, not this model. So I felt like, I don't know, that it just didn't really help doing this. And again, maybe that's because there's not much available, so there's not much they can do anyway. So maybe they were just like, it doesn't matter if she knows she wants this model, we don't have it anyway. I don't know, but I really did love the Porsche Cayenne, but it is so similar to my car that I'm like, I can just keep my car instead of spending all this money on a new one that's like very similar, you know what I mean? And yeah, it was just interesting. Our experiences, it took like the longest time. It didn't clarify things for me, and I felt like when I got my current car, I just knew, I was like, yes, everything's perfect. And that's not how I feel now. So obviously it's not the right time. Sorry, I thought this vlog was gonna be like way more fun and exciting, but sometimes it's good to check yourself before you wreck yourself and buy a way too expensive car that you don't need to. You know, this is a really good reminder that you don't need to feel pressured. I mean, I'm sure I do, obviously, seeing like everyone's really nice cars on Instagram and whatever, but I love my car. And so don't feel pressured to buy something crazy expensive just because you feel like you should, and like other people your age are or in your position, or do you know what I mean? Like, don't feel pressured. You like your current setup, it's not broken, don't fix it. I guess that's not a good phrase to use in some situations, but do you know what I mean? Like, don't feel afraid to pivot, change your mind. That's okay, you're allowed to. I am, obviously, and I think I'm just sort of like I have a bad taste in my mouth from car shopping since experience, it wasn't like the best experience. I don't know how to explain. It was fine, but just like not how I thought it was gonna be. Max and I were like, what's going on? Maybe because we're just like a young couple. We're not like taken seriously, but like we're not that young, and obviously I have my current, so I feel like that it's not like I'm 15, you know, car shopping, but maybe it's just since we're young, they think we're there to just like hang out and chit chat. I don't know. I don't know, you guys. I like didn't want to say all this, but just like reflecting on my experience, and I was like, oh my gosh, wow, okay. So yeah, basically that was car shopping. I literally test drove 2 cars. I didn't even end up test driving Mercedes because I feel like they weren't like listening. I don't know. And I do want to say, obviously I appreciate everyone's time and help. Like for example, Range Rover, I've said a million times how I just like my car and I'm like not ready, and I can appreciate a really nice car. Obviously, beautiful, amazing, wonderful car, just not right for me. So yes, I could blab about this all day long, but yeah, I think that's sort of, we're putting my car search on hiatus, and when it's right, it'll be right. And I feel like when it's right, if you know, you know. Like I knew when I got my current car, it was right. Like I knew. Now I don't know, so not right now. I've said that a million times. I'll let you guys go. Thank you so much for watching this vlog. Stay tuned for if I test drive like ever again. I'm like, watch me just end up with like a newer BMW or newer Audi, just because that's what I'm used to. It's like what Max and I drive, and I'm seeing like X7s on the road. I'm like, ooh, that is like nice, just like my car but a new version. But I'm like, I shouldn't do that. I already have drove this car for so many years. Anyway, I said I'd let you guys go. Now I really am. Love you. Thanks for watching this vlog. Again, thank you so much to Kane for sponsoring this video. Dream come true. I'm obsessed with them. I've been obsessed for so long. I'm always looking at like their blankets, their pillows, their home, all their clothes, their little mules, their sandals. Just the best. Just, they're amazing. So yeah, that's still linked down below in the description. Okay, bye. See you in my next video.